guessed it. I went straight to the patent office.
Congratulations, Carl. I thought that coffee machine and phonograph was a great invention, but this, well, I don't know what to say.
Most people didn't know what to say when they read about this new light, so the boss figured they needed to see it for themselves. So he invited anyone who was interested to come to the park on New Year's Eve to see how the electric light worked.
We welcomed in 1880 the electric lights, but it wasn't as convincing as we thought it would be.
No, we worked another year and did a lot more experimenting. And we convinced anyone that electricity was here to stay.
So we went back to work on the filaments.
We tried rags, wood, snakeskin, animal fur, leather macaroni, pomegranate peel, onion skin, minerals, grass, bamboo.
Bamboo. That's it. That's it. It works just fine. Now let's see which kind works the best.
Oh, no! So we tested bamboo. 6,000 samples!
But we found the right one, and in 1881 we had a New Year's Eve party like no one else had ever had before.
But that wasn't all. The boss's dream was to get electric light bulbs in the ordinary house. To do this, he had to convince investors that electric light bulbs were more practical and less expensive than gas lights. So the boss came up with an impossible scheme.
The boss said he would light a square mile of New York City. Every house, every street would glow with their new electric sunshine bulbs. moving picture camera. Did you write that? A picture that moves Bob. I'm warning you. You picked up Ed's bond as a practical joke.
No, sir. No joke, sir. He's a medic camera that moves. No, that's not quite right. Medic camera takes 45 pictures a second, and he takes them on film. A fellow upstate, Eastman made this similar to place to place, and it has another machine that magnifies picture and projects it on the screen. He's a medic, well, he's a medic pilot now. And that research lab is still in Dearborn, Michigan. I bet you wonder how it got from New Jersey to Michigan. Well, I'm going to tell you. Henry Ford moved it there. He was one of my great friends. Who knows he should have. I spent 10 years working on a storage battery for his car. That's long I spent working on the electric light. I interrupt this program to bring you the following bulletin. War has broken out in Europe.
The boss hated that war. He offered the facilities of all of us and all the facilities of our lab for any project to help end the war. And finally, in 1918, it did end. Things got back to normal.
Edison, I have such time, and I'm going to read this to let us know. Now that the war's been over for a while, do you be tired?
Retiring at 75, I still have enough war ideas to keep me going for another 100 years.
What are you working on now?
Well, my friends Ford and Firestone are worried that if there's another war, we'll lose our atomic supply of rubber. So I'm working on a piece of vulcanized rubber.
We're looking for the impossible again. We're trying to get rubber from weeds.
And we did it too. The boss was raising 12-foot goldenrod plants that yielded 100 pounds of rubber per acre.
Yeah, it took about 9 years, but we did it. We invented the first piece of vulcanized rubber. But before I could perfect the process, I ended up here, deceased at 84. I've lost track of all the inventions I've watched and seen since then. Jet planes, television, machines on Mars. It's the insane time to be alive. Well, it's the exciting time for you to be alive. Yes, sir, I can't wait to see what impossible things you're going to invent next.